It's hard to argue that he's not the greatest.
Dude, I can't wait for tomorrow.
I'm telling you.
Is it dropping at midnight?
Yeah, I might stay up.
Might stay up just to hear at least one song on it.
I'm waiting.
I'm already up.
I seen a video of him today, like riding through a city somewhere, like looking out the window, like Carter 6, like it's coming, we here, we
Did
coming.
you see that shit I sent you? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing with like AI'd like all his like pictures of the Carter and shit.
I was like,
It made me remember how much I liked Carter 1. When that shit dropped, because when that shit dropped, right before Carter 1 dropped, I don't even think, how old are you? Probably 5.
25,
4.
brother.
Oh, now. But then he was like, I think that shit was like 2004.
I was 4.
Yeah. Well, right before that, he dropped.
So
Are we recording? Are we live? We rolling?
it's dope. You still appreciate him.
We still on it, though.
Yeah.
Are we good? We ain't got to record?
No, you good.
Damn, right before he dropped that album, he dropped the first Gangsta Grills. Like right before that shit. And I stumbled upon that shit at a flea market. I was just one of them little dudes selling CDs. I was like, yeah, I grabbed 4 or 5 of them for like $20 or some shit. And that was one of them. I was like, oh, Wayne's the shit. So I'm gonna check this shit out. And then that was like a reintroduction to Wayne because that's literally when the mixtape era started. Was right then when I bought that CD. And then he came out with the Carter 1. And I don't know, maybe it's a nostalgia thing for me because I'm mad connected to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, the Carter
played
1,
the shit
Carter
out of
2
it.
though is probably one of the best.
Carter 2 is dope.
You know that
Carter
shit
2
is.
is dope.
It's just Carter 1's dope, but Carter 2 has like, I mean, there ain't no skips on that one. I don't think.
Have you heard the argument that he raps like he stole his style from Gilly the Kid?
Everybody be trying to say Gilly wrote his shit, and I'm like,
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I'm like, have you ever listened to a Gilly song?
I've heard a Gilly verse or two.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not hating on Gilly, but he just like, if you wrote all that shit for him, why you ain't got no shit that sounds even, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't got no bars. Like, his shit don't, like, I could get behind, like, maybe he mimicked your style, your flow, your cadence or whatever, but I'm like, you just gave him all your good bars?
You gave him
know what I'm
everything,
saying? Like,
You just
gave
emptied
him all
it
the
on
good
him.
bars? Like, nobody does that.
No.
The fuck?
And he don't even write it.
Yeah, Wayne don't. He
Don't
just
even
kind
write
of
it.
gets it off. What's up, Waterpod? We got a returning guest. Look
Yes,
who it is.
sir. Yes,
Look
sir.
who it is. It's D Cross. We mentioned him. He gets mentions on the podcast.
A
from
new
time to
pappy.
time.
New
We
pappy.
back. We
New,
back.
first year's of it's a pappy.
Yeah.
4
about that?
months.
Yeah,
4
well, I mean,
months?
4 months.
4 months.
4 months. Yeah.
Should be
Yeah.
5 months on the 16th.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what's the worst part?
Everybody
Everybody wants to hear how good is it? Is it so great? Nah, what's the worst part? Dude?
Honestly, for me, I don't really have a worst part. I don't know.
There has to be at least
The diapers do suck.
the diaper
The
shit's
diapers
whack,
do
dude.
suck.
Diaper shit's whack, dude.
But she sleeps through the night, so I can't.
you
trip
lucky
about
bitch.
that. Yes,
Lucky
yes.
motherfucker.
I'm
dude.
telling you,
Just keep
she's-
it that way, because my son was like that, but my daughter, up all fucking night crying. Fucking,
Mine were opposite. My son, I remember one night, it was one of those nights where you've been up like 3 or 4 nights in a row. Baby ain't sleeping, won't stop crying. Tensions are high. He must have been about 4 or 5 months old, dude. And we lived with Christina's mom at the time, and I'm walking around the house with this motherfucker holding him in my hands, and he won't stop crying. And I know it's a problem. He's got a burp, like he has gas, so you're trying to like pat him and shit, but he's like kicking around.
Yeah.
And it was just, I had a weak moment, dude, where I just grabbed a hold of him, and I was like, ooh, I could do it. I could do it. I could
Yeah.
just squeeze the life. I was just so there. And then you hear stories about people like killing their kids, and you're like, it's fucked up. But I get it. Like,
Yeah.
I understand,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
yeah.
imagine not sleeping for like 2 or 3 weeks and you're a single mom with, you know, a kid that won't shut up. Like, they fucking lose their
I
minds,
had a
dude.
weird fucking thing. I don't think I've ever told nobody. I don't even know if I told Raven this shit. But when my daughter was like a baby, like, you know how they talk about like postpartum and shit,
Oh, yeah.
which I'm guy,
It's
so
real-
I
it's
didn't-
real.
you know, I don't know if men can have it or whatever, but like I had a lot of sick fucking twisted just. You know, like wanting to just shake her, fucking crush her. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
it's not. It's you don't
I would
thrive
n-
on it. It's
No,
just like
no,
it's just
no.
like a quick
Yeah,
instant
it's
thought.
just
You're
like,
like, ooh,
yeah.
shit, the devil in me.
Yeah.
I got the devil in me.
Well, I think it. I'm not one that's big on evolution and shit like that, but I think it's just like that primal instinct in you. Whereas, like, if you were out in the wild and like the fucking little
Yeah.
motherfucker was acting up too, you know, like
Too much,
crying,
yeah.
whining,
Yeah.
fucking won't, you know, like gorillas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You grab a little motherfucker by the ankle, and
Sling his
smack
ass.
it one time, be like, hey, that's a wrap. You couldn't get right. You know what I'm saying?
Or a
Hey,
Spartan.
that's not me problem. That's a you problem.
The Spartan was born with like 9 fingers. They just threw it off a mountain.
Right? For real. But you're like in that I don't know, man. I know you probably heard it a lot, but you gotta fucking cherish every moment because the shit just goes so quick, bro. They every day, like especially at that age, like I feel like once they get to 5 or 6, like they're still learning shit, but it's like it starts to kind of get more gradual. Like the first 4 or 5 years, they're just like it's like one day they don't know how to walk, and then the next day they're fucking like zooming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's already rolling over. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like there's so many like things happening, and then once they get to like 4 or 5 where they can walk, they can talk, they can fucking brush their teeth, they can do things. Then it's like you don't. I think they're still learning quickly and growing, but you just don't see it as much because it's like, okay, now it's just kind of a mental thing, you know, like they're mentally growing.
Once they're about 5 years old, that's when your wife is like, it's stressed out, and then all she has to do is see another person with a baby, and she's like, I want another baby.
Yeah.
They get that
I'd be
baby,
like that
baby
too.
fever
I
shit real.
don't know if I said this before, but after I got my vasectomy, dog, I cried like a month after that shit because I was like, damn, man, what if I did?
My lineage is done.
Like, what if I did? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I did want another one? You know what I'm saying?
One more, right? 2 more? How many more?
to be determined right now.
TBD.
Wifey's she's cool with one right now.
All right, word.
Yeah.
Hey, stick with one, man.
Yeah, her delivery was a little rough.
Yeah, well, we don't give birth to them, so that's
No,
why
that's
like,
what I don't
fuck it,
understand.
whatever.
I don't know. One thing Raven always says is that she just wishes we would have had him close, like if we were gonna have him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
That's where we're at too.
yeah, and it's hard because like you said, especially if you had a tough pregnancy or a tough delivery or any of that shit, because we went through that. Shit.
Irish twins, right? And then like, Irish twins, if they're born within the same year, they call them Irish twins. And how it goes?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that's
I
what it's
don't know.
called.
I think so.
That's fucked up. I don't know because my lineage is from Ireland.
Right.
And you and your brother are
Not
like
really
you and your brother
Scottish,
are like
but-
exactly 12 months apart.
That just means
Or
the
no, he's-
Irish
he's
was
2
getting
years
I'll
younger.
down.
be 2 years.
Oh, okay.
2 years and 4 days.
Okay, so yeah, y'all like
But,
could have been
yeah.
Irish twins. Me and my sister could have been Irish twins. I think my sister and my brother are Irish twins.
Yeah.
Almost certainly are actually.
Yeah, but there's like, you know, like
That's because my dad.
Extenuating.
Well, that's because my dad had them with 2 different women.
yeah, that's extenuating
It's
circumstances.
kind of easier to do it that way.
Yeah. It's not like you just popped the baby out, now we getting pregnant again, motherfucker. Was like shit.
I know people to do it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
like,
sowing seeds.
shout out to you, I guess.
Well,
you
it's
know?
weird because like when she was pregnant, when Christina was pregnant with Mason, I was like, man, I almost wish he was twins. Just knock it out, like one shot, just go through it.
I could not imagine, dude. No way.
But,
No way.
but you would only have to do it for like, because it's only, you'll see, man, it's only rough for like literally like the first year and some change. It's
What do
when
we
it's,
say?
like, the
18 years
worst.
contract.
Dude, I got 3 left.
It's
on
like
mine.
it's 2 sides to every coin because like as much as like it would have been cool to have 2 kids like together and playing together, learning together, growing together.
Yep,
like,
it's all over fast. It happens fast.
yeah, it was cool for like to have my son like 10 years before my daughter because you know he's 10, he's getting independent and he's like, you know what I mean, and then we get to like experience it all over again, like the baby stage, the walk in, you know what I'm saying, and like all the cool shit. But for him, it probably been cooler if he had somebody to chill with all the time. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah,
like,
hand close. Well, she was a girl, but I guess it doesn't matter. But like, if you would have had like a little brother, you had a little brother. You had a big and little brother.
yeah, but man, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't.
Because you had a little brothers.
Yeah, it ain't like no smut on my brother, but it's just like
Yeah,
man, we just
I've seen y'all fight before. It's crazy.
Me and my brother's 4 years apart, and that's like my best friend.
yeah. See, I think that's enough distance, like because y'all ain't like me and my brother 2 years apart, so it was just like when they're that close, man, you don't. And not a lot of brothers are just cool, like even if they are 1 or 2 years apart. But I feel like 4 years apart, like your brother ain't got no business fucking fighting with you and this and that. You know,
we be going
I'm
at it.
sure, I'm sure y'all did, but 2 years apart, it's like every day is like who's the alpha today. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we about to bam every single day. And, I mean, and on the flip side of it, me and my brother, like we're similar in a lot of ways, but we're also very like opposite in demeanor and like you know, so like
Same way.
so it was like super tough because he was like super high strung, fucking bouncing off the walls. He was into fucking playing men and cartoons and wrestling and shit, and I'm like fucking writing poetry and fucking listening to music in my room, like leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
And like he's just like one of them, like, play with me, like, let's play man. And then if you don't fuck with him, he's like, I'm not touching you. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, dude, go fucking do something. You know what
He's
I mean?
the annoying little brother. See, Mason grew up with a little sister, and she was like, she's real girly, but she still wanted to hang out with him, and he'd have to be nice to my little sister, and we'd have to fuck with him. Like, hey, don't be mean, don't be mean to her. If she was a little boy, it'd be a different. Y'all could just wrestle it out, but she's a little girl, so yeah.
Right.
I think that was the problem with my brother is like, he's just a big personality,
Yeah,
and he's
very
like
much
a
so.
force to be reckoned with. Like you're gonna know he's there, and like that ain't how the little brother's supposed to be. It's like you can come chill with us and the homies, but you gotta be like a bug on the wall. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you're the little brother, you gotta come in and just be cool. Like you can't be in the mix.
Yeah,
like
he wanted to be fucking
no,
king of the
he
hill.
like fucking bust in. Like he wants to be the center of attention, and that's what makes him who he is. But.
No,
But that's why we butt heads a lot.
my brother's the best wingman possible.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
Like not in that type of way. Obviously, I'm married
Yeah.
and stuff, but like just to have like with me, that's my partner.
Yeah.
Word.
So
It's
and
weird
ain't
though,
nobody gonna get down with him. I promise.
Yeah.
Y'all
No.
don't look anything alike.
No,
it's weird
no.
that your brothers.
Nah,
Like,
he's like 6'2". We probably weigh about the same, but like he's just taller than me, and then like he looks like my dad, and I look like my mom. So, but yeah, nah, he's super cool. Like he jumped in with me with my guys, and like he's been one of them ever since. He might not think that. He's like, man, them boys don't fuck with me, bro. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they
know,
do. You
yeah.
just sit there and be quiet. You don't say nothing.
that's
bro.
right. he got the formula right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
You got to.
He got it figured out. He know that.
Yeah.
He know that.
So I wanted to ask you about somebody. We always go to music, and I wanted to. Somebody's keep popping up on my shit, and he a young cat, he new and all that shit. He's making he got a little buzz on TikTok. Have you heard 501 Braz? He a country boy. I know you've heard him. You had to have heard him.
Yeah.
The one that wears the aviators all the time.
Yes.
He rapping with the little with the grills and shit.
I thought it was kind of gimmicky, like, cause all I've
all-
seen,
I think
all I've
that's all
seen
it
is
is.
TikToks. I thought it was like a joke.
Yeah.
I guess.
I think it's all gimmicky shit, and like, and I be reading the comments, obviously.
You jump in the comments.
Just to kind of see what I don't be saying shit. I just want to hear
We
the.
old, man. We like to read.
I just
you
want to
know?
hear the public opinion, and people are like back and forth with him. People are like, this guy's trash, and there's people that are like, oh, he is so fire, he's fucking goated and shit. And I'm just like, I really think we've gone a little too exaggerative with our words. Like we go top shelf, like. Just cause like
Yeah.
Just
This
cause he
guy-
raps, they're like, oh, he's a goat. So
Yeah.
I look at him and I'm just like, do y'all really think that that's gonna be hot in 5 years? Like this,
No.
it's and I'm not, God, I don't want to sound like a hater because his shit does kind of ride. Like I put it on, I'm like, oh shit, boy, got a little flow to it.
he
shit.
flows. He
But it's
definitely
not
flows.
gonna be popping in 5 years, and
No.
that's what and my hatred ain't towards him. Little dude's doing his thing. My hatred is toward the comments of people like saying like he is the best thing since sliced bread, and I'm just like, dude.
Well, what I'm
y'all really
seeing
gotta,
is, but
take it easy.
But what I'm seeing, and this is where I'll like be the other side of that is, what I'm seeing is lyricism is coming back. People are starting to respect it again. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that they don't know what lyricism really like is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like when somebody like this guy, and not to knock him, he's young, so he's got like. I've always said this, like, thank God we didn't have this shit when we were 16 rapping,
Yeah, we
17
looked like
rapping.
fucking
Like
idiots.
we would be clowned on the internet so hard, you know what I'm saying? Till the
Everybody
end
gets
of-
clown though.
Everybody does, but we were what this is, you know what I'm saying? Like now we were definitely, we had more bars because that's all we cared about, but at the same time we weren't that great at it, and these people are growing up in front of our eyes. Like they're putting out whatever they're recording, they're putting it out.
Prime example, Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Right? Which one? No, Jake Paul. Which one's the young one?
Jake Paul.
Jake
He's
Paul.
the boxer.
Jake Paul. So prime example, because like he was the Vine era, right? He was what 14,
YouTube
15,
and Vine, them
16.
boys started
during that
YouTube,
whole,
man.
yeah, like I mean, he's obviously fucking big balling and doing it big and shit. But like you see what he evolved into, and you're like, oh no, this dude is a clown. But imagine what you would say about him if he didn't have that footage. Like he didn't have that. if he would have just if you'd just known him as a boxer, you wouldn't know him as like, oh, he's a gimmicky. Like, no, you'd be like, no, this motherfucker's a fighter.
Yeah.
But because you have that footage of him at 16 dancing around to fucking whatever little girly pop song out, you're like, this dude ain't gonna beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think like
if you look at it that way.
I mean, I think it's a good take.
But to talk about to finish my point on this guy, or this is a different guy. This is a great guy. But to finish my point, it's just like I see like people are starting to like gravitate towards people who are like respectful of the art and like are trying to do the art justice in a sense. You know, I'm not saying that guy is, but it's like, but they don't have like that litmus test to really understand. All they know is this trash shit that's been being put out. So it's like when somebody like him hits, it's like, oh, this guy is fucking the greatest. Like he's the greatest out right now, because it's like, well, you know, it's like finding a I don't even know. It's like finding a fucking like in a pile of shit, you find like a nicer piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you get what I'm saying? It's just like,
oh, look, this one's smooth.
yeah. It's just like, oh, you know, you didn't find like a needle in a haystack. You found like a nicer piece of hay in the haystack. You know.
What time's that game come on, Jeffrey? 8:30, right?
Yeah, who you think got it? I don't know. Shea has been balling, but the Pacers looking good right now. I ain't gonna lie. The way they balling, like nobody expecting them to be here. I don't know. It's like
I had the smallest hope that fucking New York was gonna take them out. But I was like,
man.
I had to come back to reality. I was like, yeah, they just ain't there yet.
It'd have been better for TV too, in my opinion.
But
nobody
wants to watch this.
The Knicks wouldn't have stood a chance against OKC, dude. It'd have just been glorious to see them at least get to the finals.
No, SGA.
But they wouldn't have did shit against OKC.
He's crazy.
Yeah, SGA is crazy, but I mean Brunson's just as good.
Right.
It's just
he's squirrely, dude.
It's just that's all they got. You know, like
it's a shame, dude.
This season proved that you have to have a bench. You know, like unless you got 3 superstars. You know, like you can have Cat and Brunson. That's 2, but who's, you know, like I love Josh Hart, right? I love the way he plays, but dude's never trying to score. You know what I'm saying? And they exposed that. That's what the Pacers did. They were like, shit, I mean, we know Josh Hart ain't trying to score. Right. So they give him 10, 15 feet and double Cat. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I don't know. It's just, you have to have, and Thibodeau, he got fired. Did you see that?
Yes.
The Knicks coach got fired.
Damn, for real?
That's crazy. Yeah, I was like,
when did that happen?
Yesterday.
Like,
when
the
we
day
was
after the fucking they lost. Yeah.
Oh shit! I haven't keeping up, dude.
Nah, yeah, they fired him, but I think that this is the reason they fired him, in my opinion, is because he didn't trust the bench. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, and that's been his MO forever. Like, a lot of people blame him for Derrick Rose's injuries because he's a coach that plays his 5 starters, period. They're going to play fucking 38 fucking minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? 38 to 40 minutes. And all the bench players are literally going to get two minutes apiece, you know, just to, like, at the beginning of the 4th, you got 2 minutes, bro. Go show me what you could do, because Brunson's coming back in for the other fucking 10. You know what I'm saying? But, and so, like, he caught a lot of flack for the D Rose shit because he runs his guys into the ground. But at the end of the day, like, y'all grown men, like, you know, you could say, hey, I need a fucking break.
I need 5,
coach. Tap your fucking head.
Right.
But he got out coached a little bit against the Pacers, and you got to trust your bench, bro. It's like, man, we're paying these dudes too. And there was times in that series where they took Brunson out and they was doing good. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. It's like, that's what I was trying to explain to Caden, because we were on when we went on that cruise, we went out to eat. Like, we went to Florida, stayed the night in the hotel, and got the cruise the next day. But there was like all them basketball dudes, his buddies, and then some of the parents. And like, obviously the parents, they're like, Jordan's the GOAT, you know, blah, 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 blah. We got into this conversation, and most of them say LeBron's the GOAT. You know, they're younger than us.
No way.
And the way I put it, I was just like, to me, what makes Jordan a GOAT is because when Jordan came out, he was like, I'm guarding their best player. don't give a fuck. Like, who's their best player? That's who I'm guarding. Unless it's like we're playing against Shaq, you know what I'm saying? But if at his position, you know what I mean? Like, if they're going to play Reggie Miller, motherfucker, I'm guarding Reggie Miller.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think there's a clip of him saying that.
yeah, and like LeBron, and whoever played against Jordan, their best defender was on Jordan. LeBron got guarded by J.J. Barea when they played the fucking Mavericks. You know what I'm saying?
And LeBron's like almost fucking 6'10" or some shit. 6'9"?
Yeah, and he had J.J. Barea guarding him. But in his defense, he plays differently than Jordan. He's a passer. Yeah. You know, he's a point guard. So, like, you can kind of not throw your best defender at him because you know he's just going to share the ball and do all that shit.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying, like, Jordan, you put your best defender on him, he giving you 30. You put J.J. Barea on him, he giving you 70 a fucking game.
Yeah.
He's winning that shit. You know what I mean? Like, you put,
by himself.
You can't put fucking, period.
You know who reminds me of MJ, though, right now? Anthony Edwards, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out UGA, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, these Jordan boys.
UGA.
Yeah, but man,
Jordan
he be
boys,
shit. Damn.
He crazy.
He gotta quit fucking these girls and
I'm telling
and
you,
having these babies. This motherfucker got what? I don't know. I was listening.
You talking about Anthony Edwards from Duke with the uni?
No, that's Anthony.
He went to Georgia, bro.
Yeah,
no,
that's
that's
right. You said Duke. You did say Georgia.
That's Anthony Davis. You're talking
Davis,
I seen something.
Edwards. They call him Ant-Man. Ant.
Yeah.
He's
is he?
Timberwolves.
Yeah.
He looks like Michael Jordan's son.
Literally skeptical.
Who is the dude?
He don't know he daddy.
Speaking of daddy and Father's Day, who was the dude, the basketball player that had a baby with the girl and gave her like $1 million and some change to not?
Kevin Durant?
No, it was like
I swore that was KD's baby.
Recent. He's like a young
All over.
That's what we're talking
what we're talking about.
So he just came out of college, right? Is he a rookie or second year?
It's like his third year.
Okay, well they said something about. I think it was him. He's mad young.
Yeah.
And
he's like 22.
Chick came to him.
Yeah, he's younger than me.
Chick came to him with a baby and was like, "Yo, I had a baby by you." He's like, "I'll give you $1 million and never pay child support." And she was like,
"No, that was it.
Yeah.
It was like his settlement."
Yeah.
For like,
Yeah.
He was like, "Nah, I'll pay it right now."
Yeah, he's like,
It was like $12 million, dude.
I thought it was way cheaper than that.
It was like $12 million.
Look that shit up.
Anthony
dude.
Edwards' his name?
Look that shit up.
I
dude.
swore it was
Anthony Edwards' child support settlement. I think he only paid her
that's
like
why I was like,
$1 or $2 million.
No, he paid. What he did was, they told him how much he'd have to pay a month.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, 18 years, and added up and paid her the lump sum.
That's right. He
and
played
it was
like that.
It was more than $1 million though.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Because
like,
I mean, he makes.
I thought it was really cheap because
This
everybody.
$100 million
Yeah,
motherfucker.
everybody-
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so.
Huh? $1 million in child support.
Yeah.
Just one.
And he's
No
like a
way.
$100 million guy or some shit.
Instead of $500 a month. Instead of $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Paid $1 million.
He talked to his accountant.
But that
Wow.
was so. But
One of the worst
okay,
deals
so-
made in
I
history.
mean, that's smart as fuck.
That's
Yeah.
what, dude. But
Yeah.
when you got like millions of dollars, think about.
Yeah,
here's
smart,
what's-
but he
but here's
catching
what-
flack because
That's what I'm
like,
saying. Here's what's fucked up. Now you don't. Now you're not a father. Now you're literally just pawn this motherfucker off, and you're not a dad. To me, it's more important to
Now,
You
I
know,
don't think
be-
they
be
said
a-
like he wasn't gonna have any involvement with him.
It's-
I think
that's
he
what
just
it's-
paid his money.
what it
That's what it
sounds
sounded like to me.
In case something happened or something.
Right.
What if he
Nah, yeah.
Something, anything could happen and he fucking break his leg, never play again, be broke. He's like, let me just pay now.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay.
Yeah, he didn't say nothing about
he
like,
made
not
out.
having
He
no
made out like a
involvement.
fat fucking rat. But it's just
no,
one of those
he
things.
didn't. He didn't just say like, let me pay now. He was like, you know, I don't know what was all said, but in the gist I got from it was more or less like, I'm paying to not have to.
Yeah, this.
You're just not dealing with the baby
Well, not
mama
even
at
deal
that
with the
point.
kid
Like,
either.
The baby mama's gone.
Instead of paying
No,
an
he don't
abortion.
even want to. He don't even want to deal with the kid either. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, here's $1 million. Take the go
Take
go
my
live
rights.
your life.
He'll never know me
Yeah.
as his dad, kind of shit. Like that.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
fine.
And I
That's
don't know if
fucked
that's
up.
the case, but that's what there's.
It's what it
portraying in the
Yeah,
media,
that's what
for
I
sure.
thought about it at least, and I ain't shit. I didn't even
Yeah.
know the guy's name.
But I mean, have you ever? And like this is a much lower scale, but have you ever felt like it's kind of fucked up when dudes have babies, and then like go start a new family, and then they don't fuck with like
Yeah.
they're
This is
with
a
a-
retaurical question. Hell yeah, that's just fucking.
Well,
that's
I mean,
fucked up.
but
Absolutely, dude.
but I feel like that's what it is. It's like he was with this, you know, he's like with the girl that he's with now. He got a couple kids with her, and he's like playing house with this one,
Yeah.
and don't want to.
Well, okay, so this brings out like the old head in him. He's like, well, why'd you make another baby? Why are you just out here making babies like that?
I don't know. Have you watched the Earnheart documentary, the new one?
No, I
On
heard
Prime?
about it though.
Dude,
I ain't watched it yet.
y'all gotta watch this.
I ain't
shit.
even been on that yet.
You ain't been on that?
Uh-uh.
This
Like,
shit
how
is-
new is it? Week?
And I be betting
it
on
just came
NASCAR,
out,
dude.
It just came out like I don't know, a few months ago probably. It's 2025 or late 2024. It came out.
You know it's gonna be badass.
It's on Prime
Regardless.
Video. It's
Dude,
four.
it's the
It's
fucking
4
Intimidator,
episodes,
dude.
I'm
I
telling
remember
you.
where I was when he died. I was in Desperado.
That's
And
what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think I
even-
was born yet.
No, it was. I was like.
no, you weren't.
I was like 14, so I was. It was probably like 99.
I don't think he was born yet. Yeah.
He was born in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
it was
don't
like
think-
99. What year did Earnhardt die, Jeffrey?
What was it like though? Like
When he
was
died?
like-
Oh, it was.
Oh, it was the
way.
world
Dude,
stopped.
it was like
it was like the world stopped.
You were only a fucking 1 years old with 9/11.
Yeah,
that's what
nah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say. It was almost like that. It was like
It was
Holy
like
nobody
shit.
could
dude. I
fucking
put it like
believe
put it like this. Desperado used to be like a nightclub that we used to go to. As they had a teen night.
It's in Goose Creek.
No, it's in North Charleston. It's like on Aviation.
I think my
It's not.
mother-in-law
It's not
is.
even there anymore. It's
It was like a
torn
dance hall type
2001?
thing. Like
So you
it,
were
Dude,
one
bunch
year
of
it,
people
ago.
be
it, it was
dancing
it
in
was
there
like
and shit.
it was like back in the day. I say it was the equivalent to like the honky tonk saloon.
Yeah, because my mother-in-law talks about it all the time.
Dude, so they had like they had the
remember.
the disco ball that was shaped like a cowgirl boot or cowboy boot. It was the joint. So what it was is we would go.
That's actually funny.
We would go there on like teen nights, and it was like the spot to be at when you was there for teen nights. But I was there when Earnhardt died, the night that he died, and they like shut the music, like scratched the music to be like, hey, just so everybody knows, like there was just a wreck in NASCAR, and Dale Earnhardt died, and that was it. Didn't I didn't cry or nothing, but like my dad was a big Earnhardt guy. Like in our house, we had the number 3 everywhere. Like that was
Yeah.
his shit. It was everybody's shit around here.
Right.
So when he died, it was just like, whoa. But what is the documentary about? Just him dying?
No.
Instead of
I
dying.
mean, 'cause I lived through that. I didn't see that shit.
No. It's like a
I
documentary.
ain't see that shit, bro. Chill out.
All right,
It's a
well,
documentary on his whole life and shit. You know.
Was he a piece of shit?
So that's what I was talking about with the. So like he had Dale Jr. and the sister's name's Kelly. So he had them 2 kids with this woman, and they split up. Well, he was chasing racing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they were living with their mom while he's chasing going racing. You know what I mean? Like that's his fucking life. And there's like a house fire or some shit, and the mom can't decide she's gonna like move with her boyfriend or husband or with her new husband somewhere and get her life together.
Oh, he chasing racing and said, fuck them, like all the way? Like,
pretty much. He and like and it wasn't a,
Dale.
yeah, but
Damn,
then he
Dale.
took but then he took them in when the mom's house caught on fire. So he takes
Okay.
takes the kids in.
Are you good, Dale?
Do you know I'm your paw?
Yeah.
Do you
But-
know I'm your paw?
But like Dale, I don't know. You gotta watch the documentary because essentially, like, he sends Dale Jr. to fucking military school.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
And then the
Piece of
sister,
shit.
and they didn't have like, I mean, they had nannies and shit. He's out racing. You know what I'm saying? So they went to fucking military school and all this shit, and then he ends up marrying and having another baby, and totally 180s who he was to his other kids. Like his other kids was like, he was just like, y'all motherfuckers go to military school, fucking, you know,
But there's
kinda
other, but
like,
there's other
fuck
one
up.
he's nurturing, caring, and all that
dude.
shit.
You think maybe he
Holding
just
her in the
changed
fucking
his life?
interview, holding her in the interview, but he never like he still treated the other kids the same, but he treated
Even
this
after
one,
the born?
yeah.
Oh,
When that
okay,
one was
okay.
born, he's
That's
like
cool. Well, he-
holding this one in
Yeah, it's fucked
interviews. Fucking like friends would come over and be like, "Look at such and such."
He was proud of him.
super proud of this baby for whatever fucking reason.
So
you know?
I've heard people talk like on TikTok. They'll talk to like their dad. They'll have like sit downs with their dad. Like, why did you leave us and go and have another family and shit? Like I have like a therapy kind of session with their dad to be like, yo,
Like an intervention type.
well, not like an intervention, but just to be like they're grown now. So they're grown. They're like, when you left, they're like, just like bring it up to just be dicks. Whatever. Let me get some of that too, Jeffrey. That orange joint.
Shout out Jeff.
Orange.
And the
Shout out my
dad
cameraman.
and the
slash
dad's
bartender.
the dad's explanation to it is like, I had you when I was very young. He said, I had you when I was very young, and I was a kid, so it's fucked up that you got that part of me, but you had me as a child, pretty much. I had you know, I had a child as a child, and then I had a child as a man. So I just matured more. I mean, obviously, you know, when you wait 10 years and have another baby, you'll see it. You just evolve.
If it's 10 years, we ain't doing it again, bro.
Be careful, you motherfucker be right there in the same boat paddling with Michael. 10
I
years
said no
apart.
kids after 30.
That's what I said, and I had one at 30.
That's what my dad said too.
Yeah, I had one at 30, and then I got clip. Fucking bullshit.
Same.
Bro, man, what the fuck, man?
Clip. That's it, rip.
What you think's happening to me, bro?
You gonna snip him up?
Out of there, dude. Gone.
I used to work with a dude that said he might be shooting me a load of bullshit, but he said when he went to do his vasectomy, he was like watching the doc, and the doc's like, "Hey, what the fuck, dude?" He's like, "Oh, those are my balls, dude. Like, I'm checking this shit out, dude." And he was like, I guess him and the guy were joking. He's like, "Here, well, you want to clip him?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he took it and he clipped his own shit.
Hell no.
After he was numbed up, dude.
No.
See,
no fucking way.
I'm not even gonna be able to watch. I'm be like, yo,
Dude,
yo.
I told you how I am with needles. I'll pass the fuck out. Huh?
Get on my level. I got 4.
Hey, shout out to Jeff again.
Just
That's
keep
double
having it.
shout
Hey
for
man, we
Jeff.
had Randall
One more,
on,
get that starting 5, cuz.
we had Randall
Hey.
on the podcast. He working on a football team, dude.
Bro,
Shit,
he at least
Caden-
got a baseball team.
Hey, he got like 7, 8 of them
Shit,
motherfuckers. right now.
Caden went to school with these this family, 11 of them motherfuckers.
Catholic.
Yep,
Yep.
So
11 of them.
Shouts out Randall.
Shout out to the Catholics.
Procreation, bro. They
Shouts
don't,
out.
no contraception.
Shouts out my man Randall. They don't believe that.
No
shit.
contraception.
I had huge pockets. I'd have
Right?
piles of them. That's all it takes
Right.
is money.
Yeah.
No, that ain't all it takes.
'Cause
Hey, shout out to all my
Takes like
Indian
3-4
friends. They
minutes
got a
of
bunch of
pumping.
brothers and sisters too, and they got all the gas stations. They loaded, bro. You know that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Shout out to them, bro. You know
Gas
what I'm saying?
stations and hotels, Holiday Inns. They got
Liquor
this shit
stores,
like-
dude.
Liquor stores.
My man.
Dude, down in Macon, Georgia, all of the hotels are owned and ran by Indians. Dude, so like where Christina lives down in Macon, they have like I don't want to sound disrespectful. I'm just ignorant because I don't know what it's called. But a whole community, like a whole what's the word? Like what?
A village?
Not a village, but like like a church. What Indian church is called? Like a temple, but like
Hindu?
something.
Indian, like
From India.
Hindi?
From India.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's some kind of like
Is it Hind?
they have.
I don't want to be wrong.
No, synagogue's Jewish, I think, right? Anyways,
Yeah, shout out to them,
but it's like a giant fucking like badass temple.
a
A mandir, okay, a badass mandir in the middle of Macon, Georgia, which is like hood as a motherfucker. They got this big ass nice thing, and they got all these like they have a complete community that lives around it, and nobody can live there except for the Indians, like from India, Indians.
Yeah.
Like they got that shit on fucking lock. Dude.
They love it when you walk in a liquor store.
Hey,
though.
but you know what, dude? but peep this out. So I'm gonna shout my Indian folks out, dude.
Me too.
You never
Just
hear
give me a
about
second.
them being violent.
Nope.
You never hear about them selling dope. You really don't hear about them like
This is all it is.
being a problem to our society. They literally just come here to make money,
Yeah,
That's it.
and they do it very well.
yeah.
Hey,
Why
shout
not?
out Dax. Y'all check him
That's what
out.
they should do.
Liquor store behind the Zaxby's in Monk's Corner.
Hey,
Dude,
shout out.
Monk's Corner getting a Crystal Burger. How about that shit, bro?
Hey.
Charlemagne the God shit.
Hey, shout out Charlotte. I'm getting me some chili pups.
It's
Way
gonna
up,
be
dude.
where the Burger King used to be.
So is that one shut down? The one in Monk's Corner?
Oh, that Burger King been shut down.
The one by Sonic?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All Burger King's going out of business, bro. They don't
Which
know
is
how to run
crazy
shit.
because they alright.
Oh, yeah, but when that shit, when you got people, if you open a Burger King and you hired all Chick-fil-A staff to run that bitch, that shit would
Successful.
be successful.
Except
as
for
fuck,
the
bro.
Monk's Corner one. I ain't gonna buy no.
Yeah, that ain't no, yeah. No, good, keep it rolling, cuz. It's all good.
Losing battery life so bad.
Yeah, go ahead, man. It's all good. The GoPro got us. We on the GoPro, cuz.
You know
But
it.
I was to build on the Earnhardt thing because it was a question I wanted to ask y'all. Is like obviously all his kids are set for fucking life. Dale Jr. ended up going on to be
He did it
great as
himself.
fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like, did the ends justify the means? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think like these dads that are super fucking successful and they sacrificed all that time with you or with their kids, with their families to build generational wealth, to
An empire.
an empire. I mean, that's what the fuck Earnhardt built. That's what people like Musk has built. That's what Gates and fucking, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people that a lot of fucking rich people, the 1%, you know, but not even the 1%. There's the dad that makes $400,000 a fucking year, and he's got you a trust fund set up, or, you know what I mean? And like,
what you think?
Do you think that that's like outweighs the time not spent? You know what I'm saying?
I know guys that says they wish they could get it back. Like the money's cool, but like you missed out on things.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. I know people that did work overseas. Like they had young kids, and
Military.
They went overseas. Well, military. Actually, dude, I know about was in entertainment. He was a dancer. He was in the dance world, and he went overseas and chased the dancing thing, but still wanted to be a part of their life and shit, which is respectable and shit. And it's cool. And he came back. I think he was gone for like 2 or 3 years. And in the grand scheme of things, it ain't that long, but it really, when they're young, like we were talking about, you see all those little milestones that happen when they're very young. You miss that part of them. And granted, this is all he knew. He was a dancer. It's just the motherfucker could dance, like for real.
Right.
He was big enough to go to you know what I'm talking about. He was big enough to go to fucking China and work for a dance company. And it's cool, you're providing and shit, but you're missing out at the same time.
Right.
And granted, when I was in the dance world, those were kind of my dreams. When I was in the music world, those were kind of my dreams. Like I wanted those things, but then once you have babies, you're like, I'm almost glad this shit didn't happen because you were able to see them tie their shoes for the first time.
Right.
First steps, first day of kindergarten. Like you're there for those little things that you don't think are that important, but once you trust me, dude, trust me.
Oh yeah.
Once 15 years passes by, you're like, damn, fuck, man, I missed out on so much. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah. But to kind of answer to kind of play the devil's advocate on it, if you kind of go to the primitive way that we as men are supposed to be, I don't want to say like primitive, like caveman and shit, but I want to say like back in the day, your only job was to provide.
Right.
Yeah.
You weren't there to teach your kids how to read or to teach your kids, because like way back in the day before like public education and shit happened and shit, that shit was on moms.
Right.
Like your mom taught you how to fucking read. Your mom taught you how to fold clothes. Like your mom was your teacher.
And your mom was home, and
all
your dad
the time.
was working.
And your dad was working.
So,
yeah.
And in order to bring money home, dad couldn't just sit around.
Right.
There's a saying that says something like, if you want a successful man, you got to deal with a busy man.
True. Facts.
But the flip side of that is like, what if you chase racing and you don't become Dale Earnhardt? What if you make?
That's the risk you take.
You know,
That's the risk you
but
take.
then
That's the risk you take.
And that's what I think. A lot of people, they can look from the outside in and see somebody that's uber successful in what they do and go, well, that sacrifice was worth it. But the guy who spent 10 years chasing racing and
Well, let me ask you. I mean,
$20K a year.
We both kind of lived the same life for a little while. We chased music, right? There are plenty of times where we left for a weekend or a night on the week.
Yeah,
weeknight.
but we didn't chase music. We did it, but we did the other, like, I'm talking about like what.
Oh, you're
fucking,
talking about people who like nothing else matters.
like,
I don't have a job.
This is it. Like,
I don't have a job.
I don't have a job.
Okay,
I
yeah.
do music. I race. Like,
Okay.
I'm fucking in debt because of this
That's
shit.
fair.
You know, and like we were never in debt because of it. Like
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of country songs about it. Ain't George fucking what's
Yeah.
it? George what, a
and,
rodeo
and that's
song?
what I'm saying. Like when you.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of the song? Bet I'll get it for y'all.
You talking about like
Cheyenne. I can still make
Oh,
Cheyenne by George Strait.
Yeah.
That whole song is about that. He's
Or
like,
this dang on rodeo.
Yeah.
It's bones and blood.
fucking-
It's
No, that's
dust and
Garth
mud.
Brooks.
that's
Yeah,
Garth
I
Brooks.
know.
That's Garth
I'm
Brooks.
talking about,
saying like
George
another
Strait.
song
That's another
like
Oh
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking
Another
that you
one's
were
similar.
thinking too.
But it's
Yeah.
the same joint. Like George Strait, like the whole song is
Yeah.
about like he calls home and his wife is like, nah, yo. I'm
Yeah,
straight.
fuck
Like
that
you
shit.
go ahead and don't
Yeah,
don't
do
even
your
come
thing.
because he's calling home to be like, baby, I'm sorry, I know I've been gone and shit. And he's like, yeah, you might as well not even come home.
Yeah, I can still make it.
He's like,
it's,
you know what?
I thought it's Amarillo by morning. Oh, it's Cheyenne.
Different song.
Yeah.
That is a George Strait song. But
Yeah.
if I hurry, I can
Amarillo by
still make
morning.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Because he's
That's the one.
basically calling home to be like, damn, baby, I'm sorry, I'm coming home. And she's like, don't even worry about it.
Shit,
He's like, good, fuck it then. I'm going to
The
Cheyenne to
Zac
try to
Brown
win.
band got a good one on that shit.
What is that shit called?
But I'm stuck in colder weather.
Yeah, there's another one,
Can
though.
I call? Oh, Sweet Annie.
Oh,
That
Sweet
one?
Annie's
Sweet Annie's
good.
fire.
Yeah, he's dope. No, there's another one where he actually,
Absolutely.
it's about, I think he wrote that shit about his dad. What's the name of the song? It's not the song you're talking
no.
about. I-20 Ride. That I-20 Ride.
Yeah.
That's a song about
I got
his
the skill. Them things be giving me that
Dude,
feel.
that's the song about his dad.
Yeah,
And then another song that shit gets brought up is Toby Keith. What's the shit the song Toby Keith had?
Teeth.
Toby Teeth.
R.I.P.
Who's that
God
man?
bless the We got blessed
No,
today.
he calls it, what'd you say?
Who's that man?
Who's that man? That's the name of that song.
Hey.
Yeah.
Who's that man living my life or whatever.
Planted that tree.
Damn, we just going about some Travis Tritt.
Fucking.
Johnny played the guitar
Oh yeah,
on the hard side of town.
that's that joint. That's this.
Tommy
Did
Lee's
y'all
wife caught
see this?
catfishing
Did y'all
scandal
see
and
this?
divorce rumors.
Do you know? Do you know who Tommy Lee is?
Dude, yes.
Okay.
Shout
so
out Motley Crue.
Did y'all hear this
Pamela
story?
Anderson's not catfish. No, I'm just playing.
Did you hear this story?
No.
So check Pete Game. See the dude on the right? I don't know
Yeah.
his name. I guess he's a singer of a band.
He got his
Isn't
whole
that
arm
Ronnie
tattooed.
Radke? Is that Ronnie Radke?
I can't tell.
I don't know.
That's not.
I don't know. But Pete Game. So Tommy Lee is married to this chick,
Can't
right?
see that far.
And Tommy Lee's the chick starts DMing and messaging dude on the right. The other dude
Yeah.
has a full-on emotional affair with this dude. Never fucks him. Never even meets him. Come to find out, Tommy Lee finds all their messages and all this shit. And he's like, you fucking bitch, now we're getting divorced. I caught you messaging this dude. So Tommy Lee messages the dude to be like, yo, that's fucked up, man, that you're fucking with my wife. And he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about, and I'm here to let you know right now, whoever your wife has been messaging is a total catfish. It's not me. Come to find out, he wasn't lying. So she has been messaging and having this full-on emotional affair with some dude in Milwaukee or some shit.
Istanbul.
You know what I'm saying? Some dude that's like just got a bunch of pictures of him on there and like just played the whole role. So now Tommy Lee's like, no, it's still fuck you, bitch. Like, I still ain't fucking with you.
That's crazy.
And then she was like, but I didn't even do anything and shit.
Yes,
He's
you
like,
did.
Nah, yo.
Yes, you did.
I don't know.
That's girl math. I didn't do anything,
Yeah.
but I was texting another guy.
I don't know. I think.
He's working on a song called Stupid Girl.
Dude,
I don't know. I mean, I know this sounds crazy, but I've always felt like that's worse than fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's emotional,
why.
dude.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
like
dudes,
I've always said, like,
That's why dudes take it harder.
yeah,
For
I got a story, but I ain't saying
Gay.
nothing. Laugh.
Gay.
yeah.
Well, that's why it affects dudes more. Is what I mean. Is
Yeah.
that like because for a dude, and I'm not saying that I cheat on my wife, but like for a dude to like cheat on his wife, it's no emotion. It's not about I'm in love with this girl. It's like I
Yeah.
just want somewhere to stick my
I
dick.
mean, there could be some emotion,
Yeah,
but
sure.
for the most part, yeah.
But if you're at a bar somewhere and you just meet some chick and you go out to the parking
Yeah.
lot and do your thing, there's no emotion.
women are emotional creatures.
But
like
for
they,
a women to
yeah.
allow a man to do that to them,
Yeah.
they have to have that emotional connection. So that's why dudes
Yeah.
take it harder. It's
Some
like,
women.
yeah, I mean,
Damn, bro.
Damn.
there's always exceptions to the
Gay.
rule.
Nah.
He's not
No,
going,
but,
he's not going to prison, dude.
Shout out Sean Diddy.
But I feel like I've always said, like, to me, like, I would, sounds weird, but I'd almost be more pissed if, like, my girl was making out with a dude than just, like,
Yeah,
fucked him.
yeah, yeah.
Then, like, fucked him one night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, making out with somebody, I don't
That's
know,
emotional.
Well,
It's
let-
emotion. It's the emotions that get
I'm not.
you.
I'm not saying my wife has any kind of past, but I would rather feel better if she just let some dude go down on her or some shit. Like because like it's the same
just
thing as
anything that's just, like
emotionless.
yeah.
Can
yeah.
be seen as emotionless. I
Yeah.
just let him do.
Yeah.
I just let him do whatever. But when
sure.
you like have like if my wife sucks some dude's dick, big problem.
Big problem.
Biggest of problems.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like it's almost worse if she just was like kissing him than sucking his dick.
I think it's worse.
And
to
like
suck his dick.
no,
I think it's definitely.
like, hear me out.
Yeah,
on
that's-
this.
I,
Hear me
know,
out.
I,
Like,
I see where you're
you
going.
see
I'm
what
just saying my
like,
opinion.
Like
Definitely
for
worse to
sure. Like I've always felt like
Jeff could go home and beat his wife just thinking about it. Like, hey, let me tell you something.
Hey, Jeff, chill, bro.
It's like when your girl wakes up. having
yeah,
a
I
dream
don't know,
that you know.
sucking the
Oh, you
dick
sleep
sucking,
talking, bro?
because that's like the ultimate form of submission, like going down on
That's
somebody.
like you fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
For some dude to talk you into making out with her, it is bad enough. But she might have been calling it a moment of weakness. But for him to just sit there and get his dick sucked by your wife, it's like, dude,
like you're submitting to
you
this
fucking
dude.
bitch.
It don't matter. It's the we
Done,
talked
dude.
about this the other day because I got a buddy going through this shit. Like, we not gonna air it out, but like
Hey,
what he
I don't
said,
know who you are, but I feel sorry for you and fuck that bitch. Don't
Definitely
go back.
It's definitely fucked.
Quit
up.
calling
I got-
her.
actually, I got
don't
two
text her.
homies. I got
Just
two
don't.
homies.
Just don't.
But like he's like, it's the thought of them getting like torn down by this other dude that be fucking you up.
Yeah.
It ain't the thought of them doing it. It's like the thought of like them gripping the bed sheets for this dude, right? You know, like God.
Damn it, dude.
And it might not even have went that way. He might have been whack as hell, bro.
her in front of you.
Hey, shout out, bro. But like it might have been whack.
Yeah.
But in your head,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In your head, she's got a 12-inch thigh slapper
right?
just blowing
This
the
dude
bottom
might
out
be
of her ass.
fucking microing,
Well,
bro.
especially
Like-
especially men though, we're like super possessive creatures. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Like that's my shit.
That's mine.
Like, that's mine.
That's mine.
That's mine.
That's
It's
why, like
always
in
mine,
the
yeah.
Muslim culture, it's like it's no problem to have like 12 wives. Because it's weird because like it's accepted in that culture. They're like, nah, because if you fuck with one of my wives, it's a big problem. I know I got 11 more of them, but that's mine. She
Yeah.
belongs to me, and nobody else is gonna do it. That's
Man, I know we talked about this shit off the pod, but do you think like the outlawing of porn, like what the fuck?
I think it was
can't
revenge
how.
porn,
Can't, I
right?
mean,
Like,
no,
okay,
they're talking
I-
about like straight outlawing it. Period.
like some India shit. Like I don't think they get like Japan, China.
No, like right now, like if you live in, I think it's South Carolina, North Carolina. We tried this shit the other
Yeah,
night.
no, yeah.
we tried it the other day.
But
on
that's
some,
state,
Yeah,
though. That's
because
state,
we
though.
on some experimental shit. We was talking about it.
because I read about the shit. I was reading some shit online about them doing this or whatever,
It's what's crazy is
and then I was like,
where
"Did you
your
hear about
phone's
this?"
at.
Aunt? Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Or if
like,
your phone was made in Charlotte.
That lady came up.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we did.
Jeff, chill out, bro.
yeah, Jeff, Jeff don't know shit about that.
No, bro.
Shit was good just a week ago.
Damn, bro. Jeff, like, man,
Yo,
damn.
No,
and
we
he
was-
don't know shit about the internet, but that
No,
motherfucker is a VPN expert right now. Dog. Like, shit, I done set up a VPN. Them boys think
Yeah.
I'm in China right now.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
Jeff said, does the
Don't-
girl
hey,
pop up? That
don't pull that shit up on my computer, cuz.
no, that shit fucked me up. We were sitting around talking.
Yo,
Yo, who is this bitch?
dear
Hey,
user.
it's like and then she talking to you like,
Jeff watched
He
the whole
watched
thing.
it. He watched it twice just to make sure it wasn't a joke.
Just
Yeah.
making sure she wasn't gonna show titties or something, you know?
He's like, this gotta be some weird porn joke.
and then she be like, "Are you or a loved one suffering from mesothelioma?"
Do you have diabetes?
Yeah.
So yeah, we was talking
but-
about it, and
but-
that shit fucked me. I was like, because I'm not an advocate porn watcher or nothing, but he was like, yo, porn's illegal now or some shit, and I was like, nah, there's way too much porn on the internet. He's like, look up Pornhub right now. I never look up Pornhub ever. So I pulled
Yeah.
it up, and I was just like, what is this? And he was like, you can't even get on Pornhub anymore. I was like,
No, it says like wants you to take a picture of yourself.
yeah,
or
some
something.
weird shit like put your ID, like you had to
Yeah,
verify your age.
Pornhub and YouTube. YouPorn.
Damn, YouTube, Jeff?
YouPorn and
Red tube,
Pornhub.
all that shit. It's
Hey,
everything.
all
When
of
I was a teenager, RedTube was my shit. When I was a teenager, I'd have pulled.
Me
Yeah.
and Tristan be watching and try to do what they do. So that's how I know.
Hey, good catch, dog.
Hey,
good
Jeff
catch.
speaking for the homies, bro.
Yeah.
Why he doing it from the side for?
I'll take
That's
a shot
my
to
guy.
that.
That's my
I'll
guy
take a shot
right
to
there.
that.
Shout out to
That's my
Jeff,
fucking
bro.
guy. God bless you. God bless you. dude.
Let me take one for that.
Hey,
dog.
Jeff winning, bro. Stop
But it's the
playing.
same shit like Chat GPT. Remember the other night I was like,
That
yo,
shit is
it
cracked.
won't play songs and shit.
Yeah. Last
Like
night,
it
yeah.
won't do license like they done fucked up Chat GPT. I'm like, same shit I feel about like just the internet in general. Like how can y'all gate the internet? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all can't just control.
Yes, the fuck they can.
Just
They
go on
can,
X,
they can,
dude.
but I don't think they should. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
Not here
I,
in America.
No,
I
that's
mean,
the whole
I
principle.
just don't think anywhere. Like, it's the fucking internet. You know what I mean? Like,
There's some
even if
fucked up shit
it's
on the internet.
like,
It's a fucked. But you know what's weird to me is like I would because Pornhub is free. You could just get on there and just watch whatever. So if if I was a porn star, it's like Napster. Or it's like Napster for musicians. Like, oh, you can just go on Pornhub and just see my shit. When these bitches, making... Sorry. We're working on that. We're working on it. Every day is a struggle, okay? Yeah. Every day is a struggle.
Step forward. This is only the first time today, ladies.
These people are on the internet, like, making these... They're getting paid to make this shit in the hopes that the producers of this are going to make money off of the footage, off of the content.
Up,
it is.
How that shit
because
works.
it's like, you could just go on Pornhub and look up... Who's a famous porn star right now? Is Jenna Jameson still popping?
Jenna Jameson, that bitch 60, dog. What you talking
When
about?
I was a teenager. When I was a teenager.
He got a grandma fetish.
Lena the plug. That's the easiest
Lena the
one.
plug.
Because she got
She
torn
be
down by
popping.
Jason. We all seen it. You've seen it. You ain't got to lie.
But what I'm saying is, like, when these, I mean, how much do they get paid for these things?
I don't like how you just tried to get us to name some
You
fresh
did.
porn stars.
That was
and
a
shit.
trap.
Like, come on.
I'm not following.
It's a dad pod right
got
now.
one.
Yeah, we speaking dad shit.
Is Mia Khalifa still
Would
popping
you like
right
your
now?
daughter?
No, apparently she quit that shit. She like works for Barstool or something.
Mia Khalifa?
Yeah.
I
seen it on Twitter.
I actually knew that. I was just fucking with y'all. I seen she did an interview
He
like
talk about he don't. Man,
she
that
did an
motherfucker be
interview
on porn every
she be
day.
bashing porn. Mia Khalifa did an interview like saying how porn was fucked up and shit. There was another chick somebody off Barstool. I don't know her name, but there was a girl that was on there that was like a big porn star, and she was like, now she's anti-porn because she's like, they really fucked her up with doing like demeaning and dehumanizing, like pissing on her and
Taking
shit.
5 dicks at one time.
I mean,
Jesus Christ.
If you need a producer to tell you that, or you need somebody to tell you that that's wrong, if you ain't have it in your head that I probably shouldn't be sucking 5 dicks right now.
Well, she was probably on like Xanax and shit, like the pre-show ain't just.
What about
like,
the chick that just did the 100 dudes or some shit?
Bonnie?
Bonnie Blue.
You talking about Bonnie?
Bonnie Blue.
Don't talk about Bonnie.
God damn, man.
Not Bonnie.
Not Bonnie.
Bonnie.
No, she had
3.5
sex.
seconds these guys.
She had sex. 1,000 dudes, bro.
It was 1,000?
I think it was 1,000. No, she about to do 1,000. She about to do 1,000.
It was 100, isn't it?
All I can say is, I swear to God, if my daughter is ever on a pole or in a fucking porno, I'm gonna wish I would have chased music.
I seen a clip.
Like, I sacrificed all this for you.
Shot at that.
You know how you can see like the Facebook reels and shit?
Yeah.
Like one day I had like some fishing shit, some hunting shit, and then the third one it was like Bonnie Blue, and I first found out about her on Twitter. They was posting about the fucking shit she did, like articles and shit. I'm like, damn, bro, you know. Well then I'm like on Facebook and I see that shit. Well, it's her on a podcast, right?
She crying?
No. She is straight with the shit, bro. She is G with the shit. I'll give her that. She is 10 toes with the bullshit, bro. Like, she said she's about to do 1,000. Anyway, the guy's like, well, what does your team look like? She's like, oh, my parents are my team.
Oh,
what?
Hell no. Dude.
What? Your dad is your manager?
Yeah, daddy.
No, man.
Hey, I don't know. Daddy's
Dude,
a pimp.
there are
Weirdo.
So back in the day, I used to watch Real Sex on HBO, and they used to do like
You're a fucking deviant, dude. You're trying to sit over there and
play
like,
holier than thou. Porno? What's that?
What is that?
I've never watched
What
porn
are the sites
before.
they have
What is
now?
this like? Pornhub? What is that?
RedTube.
RedTube.
He know this shit we don't know.
But there was
y'all ain't been on Sluger Slogger, yeah?
Dude, y'all heard of Fick Fat? Look it up, dude. Some
was
dude in
a,
Louisiana told me about that shit.
Fick Fat? What's Fick
Yeah,
Fat?
I'm
It's
looking up
like
Thick Fat.
Fick Fap. It's like TikTok, but like porn, bro.
Oh.
No, we was on my buddy's bachelor trip, duck hunting, okay? And we sitting in the blind with this dude. Now, mind you, his name's Greg. Shout out to Greg.
Damn,
He's playing
Greg.
Boozy on his phone while we hunting, bro. Like, he's a Louisiana guy. Straight out of Baton Rouge, dude.
Say
This
that I'm
bitch off.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was like, hey, we just sitting there, wasn't shit happening. We talking shit. And he's like, hey, y'all ever heard of Fick Fat? And we was like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? He's like, dog. Because he's a firefighter. He's like, yo, when we board at the station, bro.
They jerk each other off.
I don't know, bro. I ain't say that shit. Shout out to Greg. But, like, he was like, bro, look that shit up. So, the guy sitting next
Them boys
to me.
do like sliding down that pole.
Hey, chill out. Chill out. He said it's Louisiana. We ain't got no bull, shorty. Nah.
The boys just jump off the
Nah.
roof.
So, my homie next to me pulls it up. And he's like,
I will say they got a lot
damn,
of
bro,
hoes,
for
though.
real?
For real.
Girls is 12 years old.
It's on a roll, dude.
Oh no, hey.
No,
you
they
on
got
there.
categories, Jeff. I didn't know that. Like, we was looking, we was like, damn, bro, they got categories. We
Yeah.
spent 30 minutes. Them boys was shooting shit when it come in. We
Hell
was
yeah.
like, hell no, what the
Dude,
hell?
we had to
That
explain.
shit's crazy.
We had to
Nah,
explain.
And
it
that's why I think they try and get like real talk. That's why they try and get it together.
it's too accessible.
Well,
Yeah,
they can't vet whether these girls are
You can't
underage
verify
or
that
forced
shit.
or not or this or that. That's what they're saying. But what you said hit the nail on the head. They ain't making money off of it. The government can't control it and make money off of it. And it's the same shit with ChatGPT. Anything that they can't like monetize and tax and have
It's a
it
problem.
like they outlaw that shit.
I have to
You
take
know what
a
I'm
piss
saying?
so bad.
100%.
I'm gonna go jerk off. I'll be right back.
Oh man, he done got in his
Y'all got me
head.
all rocked up.
Yeah.
Hey, tell him.
Okay, so usually I'm a hater, right?
He sucks.
Dude,
He's a
maybe,
better
maybe
rock
I'm
star than
biased.
he was a
Maybe I'm
rapper.
biased. You gotta take a piss.
No.
Maybe I'm biased because
That's true. That's true.
Hey,
I'm biased
give him
because
that.
I've fucked with MGK since like he first kind of came out and shit. But dude, I don't hate this shit.
no.
I bet he turns country. and tries
Nah,
to-
man, he needs to stay right where he at.
He's
dude.
just trying to be genre bending. I think, but I agree with him. I like his take on it. He's like, I'm not rap, I'm not rock, I'm not pop.
I'm an
I'm a
artist.
fucking artist.
Yeah.
And I'm with that. And the only reason that I'm with that is because damn, I'm doing the same move he is. The only reason that I'm with that is because
Are you kidding me?
Yellow Wolf is on that shit.
That's so Blink 182 is crazy.
Yellow Wolf is not on
Not
that
on this shit. Not on this shit. But Yellow Wolf's on that genre bending,
Nah.
like being well rounded
The
as a
fact
musical
you
artist.
even compared that right now
No,
is crazy.
it's a safe comparison.
No.
It's a safe.
He's
dude,
a rock star.
dude,
Stank.
fucking Yellow Wolf made the album with Shooter Jennings and it's straight pop
I
rock.
know,
It's straight pop rock, dude. It's like it's not this
To
cringe.
me, the music isn't. It ain't the music. It's just that.
Yeah, it's definitely like the dancing shit. Like
No, his last album, his like rock album, what was it like Hollywood Sellout? or
I
some
fuck
shit
with
like
MGK.
That shit was
like
riding, dude.
musically, dude could play the guitar, piano. Like he got dope ass songs. He could rap. He could fucking do.
There
the
are
rock.
singers
like,
who sound way
can't
worse than him.
dance. He can't actually dance. He's actually kind of doing it. But
I mean, he could dance way fucking better than me,
yeah,
bro.
but
For
what
sure.
this is just one of those things where he's just like, dude, he knows when to like strike when the iron's
He's
hot.
riding
To
it,
just
dude.
keep people talking about him. He don't give a fuck if it's good or not. He just knows how to keep people talking
It's
about
not
him.
bad. It's
That's what I'm
just
saying.
like-
It ain't terrible. It's
not
just one of
bad.
those
It's
things
just-
where they're like, dude, you do know like 5 years ago you were like super duper hardcore rap.
And Eminem ended your rap career, but it's cool. Whatever.
I think Eminem gave a
Well,
spark to
this
his new
shit just
career.
didn't work. You know what I mean? And that's the same
What do you
shit
mean give
with-
a spark to his new? He was a rapper, bro.
Dude, this
he
is
was
his
a
new-
rapper.
But everybody knows who he is now.
Same-
Everybody knows
that's
who
what I was
he is.
about to say. Same shit with Jelly Roll.
Shit with Jelly.
Same shit with Jelly. That's
Jelly
a good, that's a
Roll,
good
like-
argument.
But Jelly ain't out here dissing Eminem, no.
Well,
No.
he didn't diss him first.
Hey, Post.
He
Hey,
did kind of
Now
diss him
he's
first.
country.
He did kind of diss him
I
first.
think Post is still whatever, dude. Like Post will do whatever.
Well, Jelly is like Post though.
Post Malone is
In a
Post
way.
Malone
So is
and
MGK,
Jelly.
though.
Well, in the way, in the sense of like character.
Vibe, too.
Like,
That's what I was gonna say.
yeah, like they fuck with everybody. You'll never see them beefing with nobody. Like they ain't on that shit. Like
No.
MGK has that energy. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Like I'm not against having that type of energy. Like fuck it. You want to go for it? Go for it. You know what I mean? Shit.
Well, I think it was it was a nice week to hear him to hear the talk about him on TikTok and shit. Who's this?
Bravo.
He looked like the
Bravo Gator?
brand Drake.
Right now I'm fucking with that dude. What's that dude? GA? Belly
Belly Gang Kush,
Belly Gang
Michael.
Kush?
You heard of him, bro?
Belly Gang?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
He
Fuck- I'm
spits.
fucking
Yeah,
with this
dude.
he spits.
I'm fucking
Yeah, I
with
fuck
him.
with Belly. I fuck
that
with Belly
5
Gang.
p.m. in Atlanta is
Bro.
crazy.
Okay, so
Got me through
you want to go
the
to Wheezy's coming to Charlotte with Belly Gang opening up?
Shut up.
Swear. I'm not joking. What the fuck?
Chill.
Talk
I'm
about
not
shit like
doubting
that.
you. Win.
Hey, pull it up, Jeff. Lil Wayne tour.
Atlanta.
We might have
Lil
to
Wayne
do
tour.
this
No,
shit.
it's in Charlotte. He got one in
Hey,
Charlotte.
Jeff,
I think
put
it's
that
in
5 p.m.
September.
in Atlanta on, bro.
I think it's in September.
I gotta hear something.
Hey, you know how like
That's crazy.
obese people have to buy 2 seats on the airplane? I was thinking about this shit the other
I
day.
only been on an airplane one time. So
Only one time. So like, it's kind of like roller coasters. Like if you're over a certain weight,
That's
you have
crazy.
to.
That's
You gotta
crazy.
have 2 seats.
they gotta fold the arms up.
Yeah, yeah. But I was thinking, like, why don't obese people just like find a little person, and you know what I mean, and then they buy 2 seats, but he get like a seat and a half, and he get a half a seat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or why don't little people have to pay half price?
Half price.
Like I was thinking
point.
it's kind of fucked up. Like, okay,
But if
or
you was
for
the one
instance,
that
a
was
kid. Like
owning
if you
that.
take a kid on there, you gotta buy them a whole seat. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
why can't they lap up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here's my argument to that. I don't disagree, but here's the if I had to play devil's advocate, it would be this: little people can't help the fact they're little.
right,
Big people can help the fact they're big.
for sure.
Hey,
So why should
that's
a
the
little
realest
person?
shit I heard all day, bro.
So why should a little person have to pay, like, especially a kid?
Well, because if a big person wasn't a big person, they would just buy a regular ticket and everybody would
Facts.
be happy.
right.
All little people want to do is feel like they're normal.
Normal people, true.
Man, fuck being normal. I mean, I see what you're saying, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying too, like, kids,
Big is a choice,
for
bro.
instance, I take Haven on a flight right now. I gotta buy her a seat.
Right,
The fuck for? Like, I could save $600 and she could just chill on my lap.
right.
She could just chill right here. Like,
I think it's a safety thing, too.
If I was,
Yeah, that's what they try to use. They try
Right,
to say,
of
"Oh,
course.
you can't put the safety belt on correctly." But if she was a fucking 6 month,
Dog.
if you took Emerson,
first
out,
of all,
I mean,
it's
been on
a
one plane.
fucking plane. If this bitch is crashing,
Yeah,
the
yo,
last
like,
thing I need is a
fuck
fucking
this
seatbelt.
sticking my head out the window for crashing, dude.
We can go to Charlotte.
Yeah.
We can go to Atlanta.
No,
When?
Charlotte. Charlotte has
Or we can go to
Cushington.
Orlando.
Charlotte has Cushington.
Charlotte is
Wait,
when
what,
September.
September?
September
25th, my birthday.
Dude,
Let's
is
go.
19th.
So
When's your shit?
The 19th,
19th? We going for your birthday, the 25th. Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
dude,
Let's do it. You got a babysitter? All right.
I got
let's go.
babysitter. I got
Babysitter.
babysitter. I got people.
Yeah.
I got people.
Let's see. Oh, it's a 170.
Hey, I sat on a baby or two.
Yo, no.
Oh, where is it? Is it at the Sia? Where is it?
Music Pavilion, Charlotte.
Oh, dog. Yeah, we could get general admission. Stand on the fucking lawn.
You ain't got to be on his mouth, bro.
Top row is 134.
Nah, but that shit. I've been there. All you gotta do is get on the lawn.
If we in the
Those
lawn,
seats,
we with the shooters, bro.
The way that shit's built, is you come in on the lawn and it goes down. Like, it doesn't go up. You know, you don't walk upstairs, you walk down to your seats.
Hell yeah.
So if you're on the lawn, you can see everything.
And if you got to go get some shit, you right there.
Bro, that shit's
wait,
fire.
if
Might have
you're
to
on
look
the,
into
if
that.
you're- Where's this at?
$45.
$45
To see Wayne?
We in there, dog. We in there. We in the lawn, but I'm telling you, the lawn, I've been there. I went and watched Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, I went
Young
and watched
Khalifa,
Wiz
man.
Khalifa and fucking Fall Out Boy. I'm telling you.
Is the lawn on the same plane as the stage and everything else is underneath it?
No, the stage is down.
It's got
And
So-
the lawn is just way the fuck up there?
No, it's just the. It's hard to explain. It's not a
You're
huge
getting
venue.
nerdy, bro.
It's
You're
not a
getting
huge
nerdy.
Getting
venue.
engineering. Plain, sane. How does it drain water?
How was it graded?
When I rise, you better run.
What
So I
size
get it.
water line?
So I get it. So they
What y'all know
basically
about that?
built this joint up. I
Huh?
don't know about that. What is that?
What?
Would you just say when I rise, you run? What?
When I rise, you better run.
Oh, rise over run? I mean, yeah, I know that. I didn't know if that was a quote from a movie or some shit.
I just made it. It was my pitch.
Speaking of movies, they're fucking... Dude. This guy's full of them today, dude.
Got it.
Speaking of movies, you see they're making Meet the Parents 4?
Are they?
Ariana
Fuck,
Grande's
what
in
the
it.
fuck I want to meet the parents for?
Fuckers. Them little fuckers.
Nah, but so engineering wise, you walk in on the lawn, and then the shit goes down like this, and the stage is
The
down.
slope is down, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. Yeah, it makes sense. That's
Incline
dope, though. So we could just stand on the
M
lawn and watch.
equals.
Yeah.
F equals MA, bro.
M equals, what is it? M over B?
There's a couple. I take that test on Tuesday. Don't do that right now.
Come on.
I go to jail for the 4th time. I did not say that. Joking.
Not really going to jail.
It feels like prison.
It feels like prison.
The way they
I don't
check
know.
you in. Nah, it's the way they check you in, dude. It's like
Dude, that shit is fucking stressful.
they scan your hand, they pat you down, and then when the door shuts behind you, when you walk into the desk to go take your test,
You got to make prison feel like a prism.
yeah.
Dude,
Shine your
this,
light
this,
everywhere.
this testing thing that we're talking about, whenever you go there, it's like a state like monitored test.
It's like the Pearson Testing Center.
So you can't go in there with anything. like anything, right? So everybody's not there to take the same test, but everybody's there to take the same type of test. A serious like the nursing test.
Yeah.
To get your professional shit.
Probably like the bar exam. I don't know how they do it, but it's like a serious testing center. They check you like you're going into jail. So the second time that I'm going there to take this test, there's this black chick there. She's going to take, I think, like a nursing test or some shit. And she's like, they're like, all right, well, you got to, there's a little locker. You put all your shit in. They're like, she had this big head wrap. And they were like, yo, you got to take your head wrap off. And she was like, no, the fuck I'm not. And they were like, you definitely have to take your head wrap off. You can't go in there and take it. Dude, it almost turned into a pull out your phone and record this. It's about to get live in this bitch episode. Because she was like, I am not taking off my fucking head wrap to go and take a test. Everything's on camera. You can see everything. I ain't got no fucking answers hidden in my head. Black girls and sisters ain't playing about taking their fucking hair out. Dude, she ended up having to take her fucking hair out to go in there to take this damn test.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
Hell no.
It's like, I'm serious. When that door shuts behind you, and you even got the lady walking with you to the desk so she could type in your code to start your test, when that door closes, I ain't never been to jail, but like, I gotta imagine that's what jail feels like. It's
serious, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, and you see all these other motherfuckers in there, bro, and they ain't even looking at you. They going crazy.
Well, I mean, I guess so, bro. It's a lot of.
There's a lot on the line.
A lot online.
Well, technology.
This is my fourth time doing it, so it's like, I'm back.
You failed 3 times?
Chill out, bro. Chill out,
Test is hard as a motherfucker.
Nah,
dude.
I'm fucking with you.
I failed it once.
Yeah.
I had to retake it. But it's like, dude,
There goes my career.
it's called the fundamentals of engineering test. It's
Hey,
like,
I ain't fucking with you.
you go to
I ain't
college
even.
for all this time, take tests. You take that test, and then you got to like wait 4 years, and then you can take another test, which is called the professional engineer test. That's like the
I
equivalent.
ain't even finished high school.
That's
so
like the
I'm
equivalent of
fucking
the bar exam for.
shit. I
a
ain't
lawyer.
never failed that.
It's like to become like official
tough.
engineer.
Yeah. I bet. Fuck that bullshit, dog.
Well,
Yeah.
this is your first Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Cheers.
This is gonna drop on Father's Day to you.
Yeah, cheers.
To you and
Yeah,
yours.
man.
To you.
Table.
To Jeffrey and
Jeff,
his
shout out Jeff.
Fortune.
Foolish.
Oh, foolish.
Foolish. Shout out Foolish.
So,
Shout out,
so
cameraman.
That's my street
Foolish.
name, bro. Chill out.
How you think the album about to slap tomorrow?
yeah.
All right.
I mean tonight. yeah.
Tonight.
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 It's the
No,
morning, bro.
tomorrow.
It's the AM, bro. Chill out.
Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. It's anti-meridian, dog. Fucking anti-meridian. AM.
Have Apple.
Huh?
I gotta have Apple to get it.
Fuck no, it's Lil
Nah,
Wayne,
on
bro.
Spotify.
Wayne, he
You
gonna
can
be.
stream that shit on Dat Piff.
Hell, you probably could already get it on that page.
Yeah, that
Dude,
shit
they still
be-
have. They used to
that
have
shit
an
be
app.
on YouTube.
They used
no,
to have an app for
dude,
that piff.
Dat Piff don't. It doesn't exist no more. It's
I
in
know.
the fucking Library of Congress. Like you can. I'm not fucking with
Hey,
you.
yo,
Like
what?
you look it up and it's like bro, it's like old school shit when you used to fucking get on the internet and you fucking have to like click.
Does the same lady show up whenever you try to open up that piff?
Nah,
And she's like,
that bitch ain't here. She's like,
Dear user.
"Dear user,
yeah.
are you looking for D6
Are you or a loved
Reloaded?"
one suffering from mesothelioma? Nah, but hey, congratulations,
Yeah,
man.
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 It's
You know?
you
I
are
don't get to
life is
see
the
you.
best.
I don't
you
get
are
to see
you are
that
going to
much,
embark on
but
a long journey of it never ends.
yeah.
A long journey of it never ends.
It's the best thing I ever did, dude. Hey, bump all the tests, bump all the diplomas, bump all that. All the success,
That's what I always said.
right? Nah, man. The best thing that ever happened to me was that.
I agree.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
agree.
For sure.
I've always said that the best thing I
Dude.
the best thing I ever achieved.
I
was-
don't tell a lot of people this.
Yeah.
Right before she was born, I went into the bathroom. I had to pee, and I flushed the toilet. And I walk over there, and I'm washing my hands, and I look up at the mirror, and I look at myself. I'm like, you will never let this child down.
Nah.
Never.
Can't.
And I didn't mean, like, let her down, like, make her upset. Like, I will always be there. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
the goal.
It's such a small thing to do, to just be there, but it's so big in the grand scheme of things that your child can look back at time and be like, oh, I failed a stupid math test in like the 3rd grade. My dad was there.
Yeah.
I fucking I scored my first hockey goal. If anybody plays fucking
Yeah.
hockey, my dad was there. I did like just for them to say that, yo, my dad. They can't say my dad wasn't there.
You were there from day one.
It's just
Second.
But I
it's
think
so
too,
important.
like, cause you have a son and a daughter. I have a son and a daughter. You have a daughter, right? You got
2 sons, 2 daughters.
Everything.
All of them.
Yeah, a couple few.
All of
Couple
them.
few.
But either way, like, I've always looked at, like, with your daughters is, like, would I be cool if she brought me home? Like, would I be cool if she brought a man like me home? You know what I'm saying? If she brought a man like me home, like, that's who she wanted to be with. You know what I mean? Like, that's
like
who...
you?
Huh?
Look like it.
Hell,
like-
I hope to God she don't find nobody that look like me. But character wise, like if she brought somebody home, if she decided to settle down with somebody like me, would I be cool with that? You know, and that's kind of how I like gauge it. Is like for instance, would he be down to dance with her to some fucking country music, do a puzzle with her? Would he be down to fucking not want to go to what XYZ, you know, fuck this bullshit. I don't want to go to watch this or do that. But I was there and I was engaged and I liked it and I supported you and uplifted you. Like, would he be that kind of guy? You know what I'm saying? Would he do the things that I would do for her?
Right.
Like, that's all I really want.
So does that help you gauge the man that you try to be in front of?
100%.
Yeah,
100%. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah, I feel
like,
that.
and the same with like my son. It's like, you know, would I be cool if he was just a man like me?
Yeah.
You know, obviously I want him to be better than me.
Right.
Well, that's the goal.
Like, I want my son to be better than
That's
me.
the goal.
But if at the end of the day he was just not just like me, but a man
Similar.
akin to me,
Yeah.
like me,
Yeah.
like stand on his word, work hard, take care of his fucking family. It doesn't matter like how
Yeah.
rich or how much shit you got or whatever. Like, if you
That's facts.
morally and you know what I mean, morally
I
can yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Well, when
morally,
my
are
son-
you a man? Like,
I do.
am I?
Dude,
Yeah,
my son's 20 years old, dude.
Am
I've
I being
been there.
a man that I could be comfortable and be like, you know what I mean?
It's a
like,
standard.
I do. I'll
dude.
give you an example.
It's
so
a standard.
When my son was
Yeah.
born,
standard.
Betty, I'll say this: when my son came of age to start liking girls, right? Every man has an option when they get to this crossroads. Your man, or your son has a couple girlfriends, or maybe he's getting interested in girls. You can either tell your son, "Hey, get as many girlfriends as you can.
Do your
These
these
These girls ain't shit. Like, you just play on, player. You know what I'm
setting
saying?
them
Like,
up
do
for
it like
failure,
that.
bro.
You can either be like live vicariously, like you wish you would have lived through him.
Right.
Like, hey, get all the girls you can, or you have the option to be like, hey, respect, dude. It's like make sure like don't go out here and dog these girls out because you know for what this is the wrong thing to do. Morals, just teach them morals.
Yeah.
So that's like a prime
A
example
standard.
that like you have these crossroads that you come to as a father, and with little girls too. You'll see with little girls too. You gotta like, it's not okay to walk out the house like that. It's or yeah, I don't give a fuck. Your belly's out. You're only 8 years old. Belly's out, booty cheeks hanging out.
No.
No, that's cool. You look cute. Go, yes, queen, slay. Like, you have that option to be like, okay, I know I'm a piece of shit, right? I know what at 14, 15 years old, I knew what I was looking
Right.
for.
That's what I'm gonna tell her.
You have to just like, but there's a way. I think there's a way to do it. You can either be like, fuck that and raise all hell. She's just gonna rebel, or you
Right.
can try to make the connection. Like, listen. And the other fact is, we all have good women that are like, nah. It ain't like we're raising our daughters ourselves.
No, my wife is not.
We have
gonna let
we
that
have
happen.
women that
sure.
are like, no,
Sure.
no.
Well, that's a big part of it.
It's
I
a
feel
huge
like
part.
it's like
Huge part.
it's cool to see or be around people that have like made the shit work. You know what I mean? You know, that's rare these days. You know, we was just talking about Aunt Edwards, 4 baby mamas before 4 kids, 4 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
How many people do you know that got multiple baby mamas that we know
I mean,
personally?
yeah, or baby daddies, or
baby
just like,
daddy.
yeah, it's like shit.
I mean, you got
Long as my
you
bitches
got-
love
you
me.
got- So let me ask you something. When's the last?
Wait, like, what's something you strive for as a dad before we kick off? Like, what's something you strive for to be? And like, I know we just laid a lot of groundwork for it, but like, what's something that you? How about let's put it this way, like, what's something since you become a dad that you just try to do more of, or you try to be better at?
Patience.
That's a great answer.
It's a confident answer.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah. You need that.
Not
like,
and not just
that's
with
top
my
dog.
daughter, but with my wife too.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah.
She'll tell you, like, out of the two of us, like, if something's chaotic or she's, like, upset, I'm cool as a cucumber, dude. Because there ain't no point to get riled up. I tell her that all the time.
Yeah.
Patience.
Well, if she gets riled up and you get riled up, now everybody just fired up.
see,
What's happening? It's like somebody's got to steer the ship.
You know, I learned that, like, from Justin. Like, I seen that from Justin. And then my stepdad's same way. My dad's the same way.
Yeah.
It's like, when it comes to the kids, if you get riled up with them, it just makes it worse. So, and then, you know, you and your wife got to keep that connection. So, patience.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. It's hard with a wife because my wife is high strung. Like she's worried about everything.
See, my wife's chill. She's chill.
No. Raven's
See, I'm not
like
strong.
she's worried about shit. She's like a worrier and like all that shit. But
My wife is way cooler than me.
see,
so.
Yeah, she is.
So
Shouts out to Morgan Cross.
Shout out. She's way cooler than me.
hey,
So.
so is my wife. My wife's way cooler than you too.
Stankin' ass.
But no, like it's just that thing you're talking about, patience, being cool and like calm and collected. That's good,
Yeah,
for sure. But it's like sometimes I don't know about you, but for me, it's like sometimes I'd be too calm, too cool. You know what I mean? Like too lax about shit. You know what I mean?
Sometimes I find myself putting effort to be too cool, and then I have to like kind of like ramp it up. Like, oh, hold on, shit, she got real. Like my niece broke her leg one time, and I was like around. She broke her leg on a trampoline, and I was like, everybody just calm down, just be cool. Everything's fine. She's not broken, and everybody was like, no, fuck that. This shit's fucked up. Like, her shit's fucked up. I was like, okay, you're right. Maybe we turn it up a little bit.
See, that's how Morgan is with everything else. Like, I had a buddy cut his foot open the other day, like, at his graduation party, and it's, like, bleeding pretty bad. And she's like, it's just a little cut. It's just bleeding bad. No, he got 6 stitches in the bottom of his foot. But when it comes to our daughter,
yeah.
I let her do her thing, but
even my kids
I remind her,
know.
hey, honey.
Even my kids know if something's, like, going bad, like some kind of medical emergency, and I'm like, if they're just stuck there with me.
Freaking out's not doing
They're
that.
like, oh, shit. Nothing's gonna happen. Dad ain't taking me to the doctor. Like, they know, like,
Rub some dirt
Dad's
on
gonna
it,
play
boy.
it down. Like, I know you just lost a foot. It's fine.
It's
You're gonna be
fine.
fine.
You'll be
You got
okay.
another foot.
You'll be
God,
all
God
right.
gave you another one.
Says a guy that broke his toe and got an X-ray just so people quit talking
Just
shit.
to talk
You
shit to
talking
my
about
wife.
Toe J Simpson?
Toe J Simpson.
Shout out Toe J Simpson.
He don't-
Toby Bryant?
He don't know.
Toby
dude. He don't know. Froto.
Froto Baggins.
Froto Baggins.
Oh my god.
Dude, them boys give me hell, dude.
Toby Brown.
Toey Diaz.
Dude, cause
Damn.
look here, cocksucker.
Look here, cocksucker.
Dude, it's
Your
because
toe will never be as toey as me.
so the joke is I have long toes and I have hair on my toes, right? So,
Expose yourself.
Fuck it, dude. Once these boys started clamming me, dude, I started trimming my shit with my little beard trim. I just go down.
Oh, you trimming your toes, bro.
Hell yeah! You boys ain't gonna roast me at the swimming pool.
Yo.
You boys ain't gonna roast me at the swimming. Hey, my mom said you can make toupees for mice out of my
That
toes.
bitch gotta look like a forehead with no eyebrows,
Please
bro.
do that and be like, I got tope.
Toupees? Yeah.
Who need a tope? Shit. But hey, happy Father's Day,
Happy
man.
Father's
Cheers
Day.
to y'all
Cheers.
motherfuckers,
Hey,
man.
hell yeah.
Happy daddy to you.
So in the honor,
You know what
in
I
the
mean?
spirit of Father's Day,
Let's go.
when is the last time you called your dad?
Shit, man. The other day.
The last time you called you called your dad all the time.
Every day.
So
Yeah.
if you
Every
know,
morning.
everybody here knows, and I think if you've been watching for any amount of time, you know that my dad died. Right, he died in February.
Yeah.
So this is
condolences. Shout out.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
So this is like my first
style.
year without my dad, right? So it's been weird. So what I've been doing is I've been like here recently. I've been looking at my phone, right, and I have his number in my phone,
Right.
and every now and again I call that shit. Just
My
to-
dad did the same shit.
Well, he's like I'd call it, just to hear his voicemail, just so I can hear his voice for a split second,
Dude.
right? So I figured,
Absolutely.
in the spirit of what we do here at the water pod, we usually call people. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna call my dad's phone. I'm gonna listen to his voicemail, and I'm gonna say my goodbyes. These motherfuckers be trying to get me crying on this shit all the time.
Damn.
So we're just gonna have a little moment.
You had to pull me on in for this day.
We're gonna call my dad.
I'm here, though.
You in it?
I'm here, bro.
We're gonna
It's
send
my
a,
dog, man. I gotta.
We're gonna send a shout out to my dad. The fuck are we doing this on?
Right?
What is this?
The fuck are we doing this on the airport? Dad? What's up? Fuck you mean what's up?
Dude, you died.
Yeah. That sucked.
Where the fuck are you at?
Purgatory.
You mean between heaven and... What are you doing in purgatory?
Yeah, they ain't quite figured my paperwork out yet.
Paperwork? Paperwork in fucking purgatory?
Nah, it's not that fucked
Who'd you... Well, I was calling to tell you Happy Father's Day.
Nah, don't do that.
Why wouldn't I
I
tell...
ain't even sure you're mine.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up.
I never paid child support. Got away with it.
Shut the fuck... Dad, you ain't shit, man. Hey, listen, I miss you so much, man.
Son, I want to let you know,
What?
I'm always with you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And I see it when you jack off.
Bro, that's fucked up, big
up,
Sal. Come on.
Hold on.
What?
I got somebody here with me. I want to talk to you. Yeah, talk to him. Anthony.
Grandma? Grandma?
Anthony, I just want to let you know,
What?
we're always with you.
Oh, fuck.
And we see when you jack off.
Oh, hey. Y'all ain't shit, man.
Oh, my
You let me find the phone number to heaven. I'm calling toll free, you motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Toll free.
Hey, happy Father's Day. If your father's around, give him a hug. If he's not, give him a call. Hey, shout out my cameraman, Foolish.
Oh, young foolish.
My big dog over here, man.
D-Cross, we in it.
D-Cross in this bitch. My boy, cousin Sal. And remember, even though they're gone, they can see you when you jack off. Think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. It's the water pot. Peace.
We out.
To the store and shit. Can't pronounce this foreign shit. Take it day by day. Fuck that looking forward shit. In the sand line, I'ma need some more of this. Hitting every orifice. What you expect up on some 40 shit? You know this life is short as shit. So live like it's your last one. A little dust on the bottom. Another melody in my head. You can live for tomorrow. Cause tomorrow you'll be dead. A little dust on the bottom. In my head. You can live for tomorrow. Cause you'll be dead. A little dust on the bottom. Another melody in my head. A little dust on the bottom. Another melody in my head. I'm feeling unfazed, like a dog being unchained, a creature being uncaged. Bloody Sundays, but the memory lasts longer than the blood stains. I'm feeling unwell, shit is unreal. Can't forget the way a gun feels. Love kills, take another, I don't give a fuck pill. If that don't kill me, then I guess the love will. I'm feeling too many feelings, too many villains in my story. Feel like I can't feel it.